See, I told you, we're right back where we were. Okay, so we're going to go up here, take your point of your knife, and one thing with this wood, you don't want to bend your knife back and forth to pry things out, because you'll end up breaking off the point of your knife. So you want to just be careful of that. Alright, and I'm going to make this, I'm going to put a little, remember my V-cuts that I told you about? We're just going to put a little V-cut on either side of that nose for now. We have a lot more there to do, but I'm just going to dig that up just a tad further. There we go. Get this side out a little further here. We're working on the eyes. I'm going to take that down just a little bit further again. Just give it some depth, you know, to give it some, a little more life. Okay. Alright. Now on a Santa, you can do two ways with the beard. I'm going to just use this extra piece of wood. You can make the beard, if this is the bottom of the nose, you can make the beard, the mustache come down and around up like so. Or, you know, you can have two of them like that. Or you can make them come down like I did on the Mountain Man. Okay, so you have a choice of going up, or you have a choice of coming down. So what we're going to do on this one, let me think here. I might just make it go up for a change. Something a little different than what we did before. Okay, just like so. And here's our point here, so we just want to take this out and around. Okay. The hard part with doing a lot of this stuff, folks, is making stuff match. You know, making one half look like the other half. And I see I don't have that over far enough. Let me redo that. I do this off the cuff a lot of times, folks. I don't edit the tape ever. So what you see is how I'm actually doing it the first time. So that's his little cheek right there, okay? Actually, his beard is going to come down and around, so let's do that. We're going to make his beard come down quite a ways. Alright, so you see how we're starting that? So the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to go up a little higher because he has a little mouth in there that we're going to put in. I'm just going to do the first sweep on either side. Let's bring this up a little closer for you. See if you can see that. There we go. Alright, we're going to put his mouth in first. Again, it's a very tough wood because to do this, we do a little bit at a time. Do it again. Pull it out. And we're just going to go up here with the nose. We're going to follow this line up and around. Okay, just like so. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to cut from the top of the beard. If I can see it here, would be helpful. From the top of the beard, we're going to just cut this out. We're going to leave that knot there. That will give it some character. Actually, this will be an ornament, folks. So, it'll be pretty neat when we get it done. Okay, so see how we have that going down and around, and then we're going to finish up his bottom part of his mustache, and we're going to have that meet that right there. Alright, so we're going to take did I just chip that out? Yes, I did. Okay, so how do you fix that? Good question. We just trim this down a little bit. That will work. Ooh, I didn't realize it was going to do that. Well, like I said, I don't edit it, so what you see happens. Alright, so we're going to have to be extra careful there. So we're going to take a point of our knife and we're just going to go around, okay? Okay. Or just go very lightly like I'm doing now, and then make another pass with it. we'll make that mouth after we get the mustache in here. Alright, so see how we have that coming out? That's good. We're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to follow this out and around. It's a little easier. Usually I go from the nose over because this thing is rounded. It's a little tougher to do. And I go from underneath and meet that line. And then we're going to come down this way. Okay. This guy's going to look a little different than our mountain man, of course. He's going to be Mr. Santa. So I'm going to go back around. Take it very slowly. I'm not putting a lot of pressure on it because I don't want to slip off of that and cut my hand or stab my hand. So with this you have to be a little more cautious than holding the plain block. It's a little trickier. Okay, so now we're going to go up here. This has to go out a little further. Alright, trim that out. Okay, and now we're going to go down and around. Alright, and try to meet that by going from this direction over. Alright, and we're going to very slowly. I find I have more control with me pushing it with my thumb than pulling it to myself. Like when I was pulling it to myself there, we saw it chip because I was pushing too much force behind it. I personally find that pushing that knife, I have far more control over it, as you can see, and I can guide that. I guide the blade with this hand and push with this thumb. It works out really well. Really well. Alright, so that looks good, folks. Alright. I guess it's never too early to start with Christmas. I know it's only May, but a lot of times in the past, I would start my carvings pretty well right after Christmas and into January, and I let it go for a little bit. And then I would continue from really this month all the way through until Christmas. Now, some people think you're crazy doing it, but if you're doing handwork and it takes so much time, you gotta be, you know, you have to have the desire to do Christmas stuff. Some people can do it all the time. You know, I like doing different things. You'll see a lot of different projects on my YouTube channel. I don't do just caricatures. I don't just do animals. I do a variety of things, and this is just something new and different again. So okay, so that's all where we're at now, folks, and we'll be back in a little while, and we'll put the beard in, and then we'll put the hat in and stuff, a little bit at a time. But that's where we're started right now. Okay, folks, we'll be back.